What's up guys, StardustYGO here, welcome to my deck profile for Red Dragon Archfiend Infernity. Yes, I indeed mixed both these archetypes. Now, I'll preface by saying this is not a competitive build. If you bring this to anything above like a fun game against a friend of yours, you're probably gonna lose. But it's a fun concept nonetheless. I definitely need to invest more time into this, try to perfect it, try to, just polish it in general. But I think I found a solid basis that I think is suitable enough for at least play testing. There's a lot of combos that can be done with this deck. Soon I will be doing a testing hands video where I'll showcase a few replays of hands I've tested beforehand. So it's a bit like replays without an opponent. And I have done a combo showcase already to give you a basic idea of this deck. But yeah, this mixes Infernity with Red Dragon Archfiend. One of the main contributors that makes this possible is Infernity Doom Dragon, which is a Dark Dragon Synchro, something Red Dragon Archfiend can easily go into. And cards like, of course, the Launcher, the Barrier. In general, Red Dragon Archfiend can empty their hand with, of course, a good amount of RNG. Of course, with bad luck, it won't happen, but hey. Sometimes you just brick. There's a few other cards that make this possible as well. Tuner's High can discard a monster special summon a tuner from a deck with similar dual type and attribute. Now, a lot of the Red Dragon Archfiend, like the Crimson Resonator, are Dark Fiend tuners. Just like the Synchro Resonator, Dark Fiend tuners. So it's Wildcat, so it's Sage, so you know those kind of decks just complement each other. Now, I'm running 56 cards, that's just an issue with consistency at the moment. I honestly wouldn't know how to cut it down. In fact, if anything, I would add Allure of Darkness multiply 3 times in here, just for additional consistency, maybe. But would that really make it more consistent? I don't know. Anyways, the Infernity engine is a bit tighter or bigger than usual. 3 Generals. Generals are really, really good in this build, if you can get them into the grave somehow, that is. They have a lot of defense. They just devastate your opponent. Due to Gale's Ruler, we run a high amount. We hope to mill it with Gale's Ruler. And yeah, just being able to get 2 tuners from your grave or tuner and non-tuner, it's very good. Usually you get tuners, which complements the Red Dragon Archfiend side of things a lot. Of course, the one Archfiend, it's limited. This is one of the builds that would prefer Archfiend at multiples. Feels OCG man, but hey. We got one, we run one, we like one. One Patriarch, it's just a free special summon in certain situations. You can still search this for an extender. Like, let's say you open Red Resonator and Archfiend, you can at least search a Patriarch, go into the Garrus, revive the Archfiend, search Launcher, and try to make something from that. Although that's not the biggest play, but yeah, you get the idea. One Wildcat, just mostly target for Tuner's High and Hulk. It has some uses, but in general it's not the best Infernity card. It's just, you know, it has some uses in here. Sometimes you just need a Wildcat, plus it's a tuner, anyway. And mostly tuners are high target. Sometimes even threats modify. One Necromancer, one's enough, you don't really need to ever see this. You search it at Archfiend, it's fine at one. Triple Sage, just a very good Dark Fiend tuner. Theoretically speaking, opening this and one of the level 4s can go into Red Rising then can't summon the Sage, however, so you need a tuner in the grave. It's either like Synchron Resonator and Tuner's High will go into this, and then you can just do combos anyway. Everything kind of works together, but not perfectly. Also, this of course sends something from the deck to the grave. Like the General, like the Necromancer, Hulk complements this card as well, once again. So yeah. Let's see, of course you have 3 Paranoia. This can turn the Crimson Resonator into the Infernity Sage. Or the Dark Resonator into a Wildcat. And I'd say that's pretty good. Also, arguably your Whirlwind or Street Patrol into the Archfiend. That's also a very good play since it does not negate, well, it does negate the effect, but at least it gets it there. Also, you can get your Dark Resonator and change it into a Necromancer. That's also very solid. And then if the Archfiend already searched Launcher, you have a way to combo. Yeah, so one Infernity Launcher, of course, is broken. It's only at 1 though. 3 Barriers. It's your payoff for playing this hybrid, basically. Of course, the one Doom Dragon. I consider Doom Archfiend for this variant, however, it's not a dragon, so often you can't even go into it. So for the Red Dragon Archfiend side of things, 3 Whirlwind, best special summon, best level 4 main deck Red Dragon Archfiend, synergized with the Infernity side as well. This card's really, really good. 3 Street Patrol, just summons anything from your hand. This just empties your hand. It's one of the better level 4s for this variant, especially. 2 Dark Resonators, I just like running a decent amount of Resonators. You sometimes need them. One Creation Resonator, it has some interactions in certain combos, but in general it's not the best one. Despite it's done once per turn, special summoning of itself, you don't have a lot to go into. Like this issue with Red Dragon Archfiend in general, if there was a good level 11 synchro target, then yeah, creation would probably be a tier 2 or 3 off in Red Dragon Archfiend builds in general. Relax such a synchro, so it's a 1 off for now. 3 Crimson Resonators, I mean, main starter. 2 Red Resonators, you can just summon it from your deck. This and Archfiend is also full combo basically, so it has a few uses in this variant. Usually not a fan of this card, but this variation makes sense. 2 Synchro Resonator, we don't want to run too many cards in the deck. I feel like 2 is fine, usually summon 1 from your deck anyway. Transmodify is very good. This can turn Dark Resonator into Archfiend, and Archfiend will trigger in that instance. They can just go into Doom Dragon, go Doom Dragon into Abyss, then launch will revive your Archfiend and your Doom Dragon. Yes. So, yeah, Transmodify is very important in this deck, it goes into a lot of things. Synchro Resonator can also just go into Sage. If we could run more than 3 copies I would, but we can't, so only run 3 copies. Very good in general for Infernity hybrids. 3 Popper Up, it's just a really good way to refresh your hand, just like card destruction. It makes our hand smaller, which we like for the Infernity side, and it just is a mulligan. Since this is a very inconsistent bricky variant, I'm not gonna lie about that. 3 Call, just search your Resonators, very good. 1 Upstarters might not make sense, but we want to play an empty hand. If you open this and 4 playable cards, you can just set this and never use it again. Usually people see this as a stupid move, using Upstart and save goes into the void. When going above 40 cards, but Infernity it makes sense. You just need to play Infernity to understand that. 1 Monster Reborn is just very good in this kind of deck. We can't run Succession, I would like to, but yeah, we don't run Lynx that reliably. We do run Hulk, but realistically you don't really go into it. And no 2 Hulk is not a mistake, it's shown in one of the combos. In the combo video that I posted before, I can link it if you need to if you can't find it yourself. Tuner's High, yeah, broken card in this kind of variant. Talked about the Paranoia already. Then there's of course the Passcode, just a free level 4 monster. We like level 4 monsters that just summon themselves. It's great for Red Dragon Archfiend. 3 Resonator Command, it searches any Infernity almost, or any of the Resonator. It searches any monster in this deck basically. This card is what makes this possible as well. We don't mind discarding since we need to handle this combo anyway. Launcher of course, 2 Shade Brigadine. Worst case scenario you can always set this, best case scenario it's a level 3, level 4 once again. This one is also Dark, which, wait, yeah, that comes up with Paranoia actually. So yeah. Red Dragon Archfiend side to run a Calamity, Bane, Abyss, Chaos Ruler, best level 8, better than Scarlight. Savage Dragon, there's a certain combo where I can go into this, and in that case it's a really good monster. Doom Dragon of course, it's an Infernity. Pixie Dragon, sometimes you need to go to level 7. Riser, we just run it for a certain combo and as a Hulk target. I think, yeah, it's in the combo showcase as well, I believe. 2 Red Risings, you need to. 3 we can't run, we don't have the space. 1 Exile Synchron, also needed for certain combos. Just it being level 5 is nice. Samsara, I mean, it's a Dark Dragon. You just need it for the Calamity in your opponent's turn play, which this deck can do with the right hand. The Garrus is just Lavalval Chain 2. And of course with Infernity you want to run that. Even though you can't always go into it, it is sometimes needed. And of course the 2 Hulk, which might not make sense, but it actually does make sense when you test the deck and figure out other plays. So this is my Infernity Red Dragon Archfiend first test. I will probably expand on this deck and try to optimize it later down the line, maybe go a bit lighter on the Red Dragon Archfiend, on the Infernity side of things. Multiple Into the Void would definitely help out there, not gonna lie. If you had still had multiple Into the Void like the OCG, although I think the OCG has it at multiples. But if you still had multiple Into the Void, it would be easier to just empty your hand. Dig for cards like the Barriers. Or you know, in general having multiple Infernity Archfiend would be great for that, but yeah. We got what we have at the moment. But yeah, I think version 2 will be made in the future. That will cut a lot of the non-Red Dragon Archfiend cards that aren't necessarily needed. The better plays in that case will probably be like Transmodify. Transmodify into Archfiend, for example. That's a really good little Infernity engine. And of course the Barriers to combine with a Doom Dragon Reach we can always go into. Although we can't use Red Resonator for that, so that's a bit of a problem. But yeah, a V2 will definitely help in the future. Will happen in the future. I will showcase a hand testing video soon, which is just like replays except without an opponent. Solitaire combo decks don't really need opponents to be showcased. Yeah, it's a fun variant, but it's not exactly competitive, you know, just fun. So if you want to have fun while playing Yu-Gi-Oh, which sounds weird, I mean, who enjoys playing Yu-Gi-Oh ironically, am I right? Then this could be a variant for you. Hope you guys liked the video. See you guys next time. StardustYGO signing out. Peace.